My name is Nicholas Moscato. I am 28 years old. I've never lived on my own before in all of my life. I have been with this theater group in New York City called Epic Players for, I say, about 5 years now. I've done many cabaret shows and many main stage productions with them, musicals and plays. I also had a few auditions with them. I did a couple of performances too. Like we did this one festival at Lincoln Center called the Big Umbrella Festival. One day my mom told me about this place called Autism Communities, in which they have affordable housing with benefits for people on the autism spectrum like me.
We were both ready to take the next step towards independence, and I could be very possessive and clingy, so this seemed like a perfect opportunity for Nicholas to spread his wings and become independent.
Nick has always struck us as a very creative person, and we're really excited to see how this is going to work out for him with the proximity to, for example, Bayshore train station, where he can jump on the train and go into the city. And we tried to establish some goals and some criteria for all of our residents, Nick included. And those would include things like, for example, figuring out how you want to transition into this step. So Nick, he will establish his own schedule, sleep in the apartment maybe 1 or 2 nights a week for a few weeks, and then gradually get more comfortable with that. And we'll be helping him, and we'll be working with him and monitoring this until he gets to the point of independence.
Just knowing that somebody is there to check in and that has his interests in mind and his well-being and his growth, and we're all on the same page, which is very encouraging.
We provide a service which we call our Liaison Service, essentially a wellness check, so that we're frequently checking in. We establish the routine on a person-to-person basis. It's all person-centered. So staff, services, and frankly activities that a candidate was doing at home before they got accepted into residency with AC, they're going to do the same things. They're just going to do it in a different place. They're going to lay down their head at night in their own apartment instead of at mom and dad's house. The building personnel themselves, they run their own events, and so the beauty of this whole program and this whole structure is that Nick and all his fellow residents will take part in those activities just like any typical person would, and they'll be meeting and greeting and mixing with, it's truly an integrated setting, and that's really what it's all about here.
What it's like to get to know these people, it feels great. Just getting to know new faces and get to know what their lives are like. What I like about the apartment building is that it's very presentable. Like when you walk in, you feel like you're at a nice hotel, or you feel at home. And once we started putting in the furniture little by little, it started to get a more homier vibe. What I'm looking forward to now the most is definitely finding a job, making new friends, and of course, inviting my old friends out here to some nice gatherings.
I want to shout it from the rooftops and tell people, do this. This is the best thing that you could do. Although it's bittersweet, I'm still holding on to my baby. And I think that becoming independent and living on his own is a big confidence builder for him. And I want him to realize, yes, I can do this.